The transcript and alt text for this video are both available in the video description and the comment section. Hello everyone. Let's start by looking at the calendar and seeing what's happening this month. The 7th of July is World Chocolate Day. Did you know that Aussies buy an average of 154,500 tonnes of chocolate each year? From the 5th to the 12th of July is NAIDOC Week. The acronym NAIDOC stands for National Aborigines and Islanders Day Observance Committee. There will be activities taking place in schools across Australia. The 22nd of July is World Brain Day. Did you know that the brain is estimated to be made up of 86 million cells? The International Self-Care Day is on the 24th of July. How do you practice self-care? Let me know in the comments if you want to. The 28th of July is World Hepatitis Day. Hepatitis is when the liver gets inflamed. Did you know that there are vaccines available that can protect you against some forms of hepatitis? If you're concerned about hepatitis, you can speak to your doctor about it. July is Disability Pride Month. This is the Disability Pride flag. It has 5 stripes cutting across a black background diagonally. The first stripe is green, then blue, then white, then yellow and red. The black represents mourning for disabled people who have died. The green represents sensory disabilities like blindness and deafness. The blue represents psychiatric disabilities like schizophrenia and agoraphobia. The white represents hidden disabilities such as ADHD and Tourette's syndrome, which are also types of neurodivergence. Yellow represents neurodiversity like autism and intellectual disability, and red represents physical disabilities like limb differences and paralysis. July is also UV Awareness Month and Sarcoma Awareness Month. Remember, when spending time out in the sun, protect yourself. You can wear sunscreen, a hat, clothes that cover you, and a pair of sunnies. You can also seek shade. This month some people will be participating in Dry July. Dry July is when a person goes a whole month without drinking alcohol, and people sponsor them to help raise money for people who are affected by cancer. You can sign up for Dry July by visiting their website or sponsor someone who is partaking in Dry July. Accessible events. If you know of an accessible event that will be occurring in July that isn't mentioned in this video, please comment about the event below. I've done some research and I found some accessible events that will be occurring in Queensland in July. I've decided to put these events into 5 categories, which are deaf-friendly events, blind-friendly events, sensory-friendly events, physical disability events, and general disability events. Deaf-friendly events. The Australian Deaf Game is on from the 4th to the 11th of July at various venues on the Sunshine Coast. Deaf people from all around Australia will be competing in various games such as chess, basketball, pickleball, futsal and many other games. If you wish to find out more information, you can learn more on the Australian Deaf Games website. QPAC Auslan Interpreted Performances. QPAC will be showing 3 Auslan interpreted performances this month. The first performance is of Pride and Prejudice, which will be occurring on the 17th of July at 7:30 p.m. This performance is about a romance set in the early 1800s between Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. The second performance is of Saplings, which will be happening on the 18th of July at 1 p.m. This performance is based on stories that real people have experienced with the youth justice system. The first performance is Permission Granted, which will be on the 25th of July at 1:30 p.m. Tom Thumb teaches the audience about beatboxing and how you can use various sounds to make music. You can make bookings to attend these shows by emailing groups at qpac.com.au or calling 0738407466. Auslan Stage Left will be interpreting 5 events in Queensland in July. The first performance is a performance of Sister Act at IONA Performing Arts Centre at 1:30 p.m. on the 4th of July. In this performance, a diva named Dolores is placed in witness protection in a convent with nuns. On the 4th of July at 2 p.m. on the foreshore of Early Beach, there will be a musical performance called Between the Tides. Musicians performing at this event include Boy and Bear, Jem Casadale, Midriff Tijaka, Georgia Karawa, and many more. Game 3 of State of Origin is on the 8th of July at Suncorp Stadium at 5 p.m. Before the game, speeches and the national anthem will be Auslan interpreted, with the interpreter being visible on the big screen at Suncorp. These photos were taken at the MCG for Game 2. Go the Maroons! The charity launch for the Future Solutions Foundation will be taking place on the 9th of July at 6 p.m. at St. Lucia's Golf Links on Kawa Street in Brisbane. This event is hosted by Barbara O'Neill and will feature a 3-course meal. The Future Solutions Foundation aims to help people who have been affected by medical negligence. This event is currently sold out. Beck Skies will be performing at the Junk Bar on 710 Brunswick Street in Brisbane, Mean Gene, as part of her Pepper Pot Magic Tour. This performance will take place on the 9th of July at 6:30 p.m. Beck Skies is a dream folk singer who is raised in Naarm, Melbourne. She has 1.5 million streams on Spotify, and all her shows are Auslan interpreted. There are more details about these events on the Auslan Stage Left website. The Queensland Museum is exhibiting an exhibit about queer identity and cultures in the 90s. This is a photo of a couple of gay Furbies. Furbies are toys a bit like ours, and they are holding feet like people hold hands. There are rainbow flags behind them. There are Auslan videos available on their website that can be watched when attending this exhibit. This exhibit runs until the 19th of July 2026. Bluey's will be hosting an Auslan session on the 29th of July at 1 p.m. Bookings for this event are available on their website. Ipswich Children's Library will be hosting Auslan Storytime on the second Tuesday of the month from 9:30am to 10pm and again from 10:30am to 11pm. Springfield Central Library will be hosting Auslan Storytime on the second Friday of the month from 9:30am to 10am and again from 10:30am to 11am. Hoyt Seminars also have open caption screenings at their seminars, which are located in Ipswich, Redcliffe, Stafford and Sunnybank. Session times and bookings are available on their website. Blind friendly events. QBAC Audio Describe Performances. QBAC will be offering performances with audio description. Audio description is provided live through a headset using a radio frequency. A trained audio describer will describe the visual aspects of the performances live. In July there are going to be 12 audio describe performances at QPAC. The first performance is of Rusalka, which will be happening on the 4th of July at 1:30 p.m. This performance is about a nymph that is seduced by a prince and leaves her family. This performance features Czech folk music. The next 9 performances of Sheltering. Performance dates and times are as follows: 9th of July at 7:30 p.m, 11th of July at 1:30 p.m, and 7:30 p.m, 14th of July at 6:30 p.m, 15th of July at 12:30 p.m, and 6:30 p.m, 16th of July at 7:30 p.m, 17th of July at 7:30 p.m, 18th of July at 1:30 p.m. Presented by the Bangarra Dance Theatre, which is an Aboriginal dance group. This performance tells stories. 3 stories: Keeping Ground, Brown Boys and Shiok. On the 11th of July at 12 p.m, a B story will be performed. This performance is presented by ARC Circus and shows aerobatics, juggling, dancing and clowning. This is a photo of a round bee plushie with silver crown on her head. She is juggling 3 balls. A performance of Pride and Prejudice takes part on the 25th July at 2 p.m. This performance is about a romance set in the 1800s between Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. QPAC also offers tactile tours that allow blind people and people with low vision to feel the props and costumes 90 minutes before the performance begins. This month there are going to be 2 tactile tours. One is for sheltering at 3 p.m. on the 18th of July. The other tour is for Pride and Prejudice at 2 p.m. on the 25th of July. You can make bookings to attend these shows by emailing groups@qpac.com.au or calling 07 38 407466. If you follow one of the paths around Hardings Paddock, Flinders Gulman Conservation Estate or Carmichael's Road, Perga, you may notice a number of numbered signs that feature pages from storybooks on them. These signs have braille on them, allowing these books to be read in braille. Hoyt Cinemas also have audio-described screenings at their cinemas, which are located in Ipswich, Redcliffe, Stafford and Sunnybank. Session times and bookings are available on their website. This is a photo of a lady at the movies with her guide dog beside her. Sensory-friendly events. Bluey's will be hosting sensory-friendly sessions on the 16th of July at 2 p.m. and the 23rd of July at 1 p.m. You can book this online. Did you know some stadiums in Queensland have a quiet room? If you're attending an event at the stadium and you're feeling overwhelmed, you can go and take a break in them. The following stadiums have a quiet room: Suncorp Stadium, Seabus Super Stadium, Queensland Country Bank Stadium, the Gabba, and People First Stadium. You can go to the stadium's website and see where the quiet room is located. The Museum of Brisbane has quiet afternoons every Tuesday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. This event is free. Sensory stimuli such as noise and lights will be reduced, and a break area is also available for those who need it. This is a picture of a black lady looking at a gramophone. Woolies, the supermarket, has a quiet hour 5 days each week from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. During this time, bakery ovens and chicken hooker buzzers will be turned off. Volume on store phones and cash registers will be reduced. Store entryways will be cleared. Lighting and store music will be reduced. Roll cages will be removed from shop floor. PA announcements will be stopped except for emergencies. Coles also has a quiet hour which is from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Friday in some stores. In other stores it is on Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. You can Google which quiet hours your local Coles has. During Coles quiet hours, store lighting will be reduced. The radio may be turned down. Register and scanner volumes may be reduced. No PA announcements will be made except for in emergencies. Additional staff will be available to help. This is a picture of a black lady standing beside a trolley at a supermarket. She is wearing a black shirt with autistic written on it. If you want to get an autistic shirt for your Animal Crossing character, the design ID is MA438524608951. Caboolture Regional Art Gallery will be hosting Century Tours every Wednesday this month. All tours will start at 11 a.m. Pine Rivers Art Gallery will be hosting Century Tours on every Thursday this month. All tours start at 3 p.m. Redcliffe Art Gallery will be hosting Century Tours on all Thursdays this month. All tours start at 3 p.m. This is a photo of 2 Furbies, which are owl-like creatures, sitting in front of a statue of David. which depicts a naked man. The venue view logo, which depicts a map of Queensland, is in front of his dangly bits. All the Art Gallery Century tours are free, and no booking is required. Bribie Island Seaside Museum has a quiet hour from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. every Wednesday. Pine Rivers Heritage Museum has a quiet hour from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday. Redcliffe Museum has a quiet hour from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Friday. There's a century-friendly hour at all Westfield shopping centres every Tuesday from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. The centre lights are dimmed and the music volume will be adjusted. Physical disability events. On Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. there's going to be an adapted fitness class that is designed for people with a physical disability. This event is taking place at 6 Layard Street in Goodna. I'm unsure if this event is available for people with other types of disability or not. There are more details on the Ipswich City Council website. Ice World ice skating rinks in Acacia Ridge and Boondall are providing wheelchair users an opportunity to go on the ice on their wheelchair. This is a picture of an Asian man who is sitting on ice in his wheelchair. There is a snowman next to him. At Boondall, these sessions will be at 3 p.m. on Thursdays and 12 p.m. on Fridays. At Acacia Ridge, these sessions will be at 3 p.m. on Thursdays and 10:15 a.m. on Fridays. Each session lasts for 45 minutes and any wheelchair can be used. People who are using manual wheelchairs will need a carer who is comfortable on the ice to assist them, and minors must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. This will cost $5.50 per person, with carers free with a companion card. Bookings are available on their website. General disability events. The Source Disability Expo will be taking place on the 3rd and 4th July from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. This event will be taking place at the Brisbane Convention Exhibition Centre, and entry is free. There will be a sensory-friendly zone available and a lineup of performers. If there are any accessible events that you know are happening next month, I'd love to hear about them. You can comment information about them in this video, and I'll be sure to mention them in next month's video. If you attended any of these events, I'd love to hear about your experience of them. If you wish, you can share videos or photos of the events to Venue Through Queensland Facebook group, which I'll link below in the comments, or you can email me and I'll feature them in next month's video. My email is venueviewqueensland@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.